Whether you're just starting out or if you've had your side hustle for a long time, here are 7 actions you can take to turn your side hustle into a 6-figure money-making machine. Steps 1 through 4 are things you need to have in place, and steps 5 through 7 are going to be the most important steps in growing and scaling your side hustle. And just in case you don't have a side hustle yet, I'll be sharing some side hustle ideas at the end of the video. And I've saved one of the biggest money makers for last. Before I start the list, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe and click the bell, because it really does help out the channel and I appreciate it. Number 1, develop a project management process. This is particularly helpful as you start to increase your customer base. As you get busier, you'll need an approach to monitor tasks, document project reach, and due dates. For instance, if you're a freelancer, it's useful to document who your customer is, the title of the project, how many hours you're devoting to the job, and your compensation. It's helpful if you can do this for each and every project. What sort of product or service you provide will determine what you incorporate in your project management system. The main thing is that you need a process that's easy for you to understand and use. Although there's no one right way to oversee a project, a lot of freelancers make use of Excel. If you're not an Excel type of person, you can always try Trello or another type of organization software. Number 2, be sure your side hustle isn't conflicting with your current full-time job. Some businesses and companies have non-compete clauses, and they might even restrict outside work. It's a wise idea to examine your employee manual to see if these kinds of policies apply to you. Number 3, create your personal brand. At first, you'll be counting heavily on your own personal brand as you get in touch with good friends and existing contacts. Developing a clear, personalized brand image that conveys who you are, what service or product you provide, and your value in your niche industry is very important. One study revealed that 90% of people trust service or product referrals from men and women they know. So make sure your personal brand is as clear and unique as possible. Be sure that your website is easy to understand and complements your brand. Number 4, make your very own limited liability corporation, or an LLC. By having a side hustle, you have freedom and flexibility, but you can also have a big hassle with taxes. If you get an LLC, you can write off all the costs associated with your side hustle and successfully decrease your tax rate. Writing off expenditures isn't the only advantage here. Having your own personal business can help make you appear more competent and professional. If you consider this from your customer's point of view, they'll be paying money to a company, and that might seem a little bit more reliable than paying to an individual. You can also begin charging more money, since consumers will probably take you much more seriously since you have the authority of an incorporated business behind your product or service. Number 5, create a marketing strategy. In one study, side hustlers revealed that marketing is their most significant problem. However, if you would like to grow your influence and focus on new target audiences, you'll need to develop a promotion and marketing strategy and execute it. If you haven't ever done this before, it might be mind-boggling. To begin, here are some simple and inexpensive ideas to increase the awareness of your service or product. I've discovered that the following strategies make a strong foundation for you to prosper. A. Compose your business message. This message will be the mission of your business and will help you talk about your service or product. It's essential that regardless of where you are and who you're talking to, that your company message is similar. This will strengthen the brand of your side hustle. B. Make use of your existing network. Don't ignore the influence that good friends can have. You might be shocked at how frequently your close friends can connect you with possible buyers. However, even with close friends, it's a great idea to have a planned pitch, commonly referred to as an elevator pitch. C. Make a website. There's a lot of companies out there that can help you develop your very own website, and it's a lot easier than you might believe. You don't have to have web design expertise to develop a basic website, and you can get it up and running in just a few minutes. Additionally, getting a website will enable you to display your work, update your products and services, and promote your content. A lot of these websites are totally free or at least affordable. Keep in mind that right before you register for these services, you might want to think about purchasing a personalized domain name, which should be connected to your overall business and brand. D. Use the influence of LinkedIn. Your profile should be current and up-to-date, detailed, and accurately explain what products and services you provide. E. Have a quick and easy way to automate certain processes. Instead of sending emails out by hand, manually updating your social network sites, and having to save all of your current and potential customers' info by hand, you should take advantage of tools that can do all of this for you automatically. F. Create a content marketing strategy. One of the best ways to market and promote your product or service is with web content. You can create blog posts or long-form material, such as an ebook, to prove to potential customers that you're well-informed about the topic. Content marketing allows you to get in touch with more target audiences and is a fantastic component to every marketing strategy. G. Be consistent throughout all of your online platforms. Wherever you have a presence, whether it be in print or social media, your message and branding should be similar. For instance, if you have an introductory section on your LinkedIn page that's completely different than the About page on your website, that will only confuse potential customers. Your message doesn't have to be identical across all platforms, but it needs to be pretty similar. Number 6, collaborate with a strategic business partner. Selecting a business partner that can magnify your brand and influence will definitely help to boost your profits. Possibly the most essential element here is to team up with a business that has a trusted reputation as well as a large influence. Collaborating with another business will cost you some money, but don't worry because the potential for income growth is enormous. Some issues to think about when selecting a partner are: A. What is your goal for the collaboration? Is it lined up with their goal? B. How will you gauge results? C. Does the potential partner have the same values as you? And D. Who is in charge of what? Number 7. Make reasonable goals. As soon as you're crystal clear on your vision, the next thing to do is to set your goals for your business. Be realistic on what you would like to accomplish. Here's a basic system for creating SMART goals. Here's what SMART goals stand for. S. Be specific. State clearly and exactly what you want to achieve. M. Measurable. Create smaller mini goals so you can easily measure your progress. A. Achievable. Make sure your goals are reasonable. R. Realistic. Make a goal that is relevant to your life. T. Timely. Give yourself enough time to accomplish the goal, but make sure you set a deadline. Top 4 side hustles that can make you over $100,000. Number 4, teach an online course. The online learning industry was $107 billion in 2019. Yes, you heard that right, billion with a B. A lot of people with full-time jobs are discovering that they have special skill sets that other individuals would like to learn. Starting is pretty basic and straightforward too. All you have to have is a set of headphones with a mic, a copy of PowerPoint, and a screen recording software. And then you can release your course on your website. Men and women similar to you are earning $3,000 to $120,000 plus from their very first course launch. Number 3, write a Kindle book. If you've ever wanted to write a best-selling book, Amazon's self-publication platform, Kindle Direct, enables you to do exactly that. With the appropriate research, you can create your book and offer it to people without having to take care of the expense and inconveniences of conventional publishing. The very best thing is, after you've released the book, it will keep on generating income each month with little to no effort on your part. Men and women are making a couple $100 to more than $100,000 publishing on Amazon. You don't have to be the greatest writer, and you don't have to be the world's most distinguished specialist on a subject to release a best-selling book. You can even outsource nearly every part of your book, including the cover picture and even the actual writing. All it requires is a little bit of research on your part. Number 2, build an Instagram following. Don't worry about Twitter and Facebook. If you would like to develop a social media presence, Instagram is the best platform to do it. The network has 500 million monthly active users, but the most impressive statistic is that the average post engagement is 120 times higher than on Twitter and 57 times higher than on Facebook. We've all fantasized about having an enormous social media following and a prominent online presence, and it's really a lot easier to accomplish than you might think. There are lots of automated resources to assist you in growing your brand. All you have to do is upload regularly. Once your following is big enough, you can start to charge for product promotions and shoutouts, and you can also push traffic to other platforms like a blog or email list. Before I tell you one of the biggest money-making side hustles, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe and click the bell, because it really does help out the channel and I appreciate it. Also, type the word yes down in the comments below if you want to make a 6-figure income with your side hustle. Number 1, dropshipping. Dropshipping is an e-commerce model where you function as a middleman in between the buyer and the supplier. A person buys the item from your store, and from there, you buy it from the supplier, who then delivers the product straight to your customer. This is perfect since it minimizes the traditional problem of wasting $5,000 in your very first batch of inventory that might wind up not selling at all. Alternatively, with this method, you list your supplier's merchandise straight on your website, and whenever a purchase appears, they deliver it to the customer while you gather the earnings. And the best thing is, you don't have to have any inventory, coding, shipping, or e-commerce expertise to begin. Click the video on the screen to see 8 ways millennials can start generating passive income right now.